no mpe moto so mienu na agboyi ewo enefiada na enefiada edu sa na ensem no buburuja do so pa enti nyanya ne se be fre onua na onua so afre onua se ensem na hyase eboboba enti nyanya ne se obe krado na odu ofidie no ade ato ha ya ensem no ebi mu aya kakra eba ne sa na wotie o si adan agye na eba ne sei ebi su mu ode pa no eba ne sa na enya fa mu di anye ube filie na kasiye mu no nipa baako ya bontuo ema afoforo so epira asemisi wo hin na ba ne sei
epoye mantem wonso me no kasa di akwahye bi asi ema nipa mienu die krananana
se yebekọ amaye mantifodo ukopie mu ho obi prapra na wa prenye de kogu ball mu sa na ball no yeku obi na hye ball ni mu esi hin na ba ne sei kasie mu obenya bi ate
asafo kokobod echiwo kumase menoka se KMA balls wakodi djubebi wo ho
oswafo we akwanti mponso governance kwame agboja ede boshe bia kwama aflamantem ene woni awo ho eye boshe bayi na die nti no ohwe sabo no kasie mu ewo mu
eni ekumase fonso nti asante mantemu yewura abugina po omo de abetu dwo mo se enchekura anya omo na light mu
ensem wei ene ensem awudo bebre na ka ho amamre kase wom ene fiada na ye de amamre kase bebre wo ye beko na ye ne amamre kase hene no edi nkomo na ne wo bia na odi abre wo dɔhwe baako ne be bi kase di ama wo edwumeku awudo bebre na to dɔhwe ne baako ama ye vego ka ho Semens agan no eka ho Samtet Oxford Senior High School Richland King Abbey Kankio Decoction Ebenezer Unique Ventures Dog Choco Powder Benchama Rubang and Asumdue Phones and Accessories omo ana to do hre ne ba kwama ye bi kase dia ma na nsemi obeti yenka ewo wait and get enterprise ma root ewo ho na azemai ikuto flash phones Chanel cash collection abno cha papa bi no Asumdue Phones efa Samsi Radikasa adumbio pie Dr. Momo Juniper Free Center na ko pie obon person to aso school dia a kire anyone here wo ye adwuma ho carpenter for any mason for any electrician for ni na fa kase na life e obon person to aso school ho said and ye boako ono da ku ya no o to pete pa so for the madawro man do cheche Benjamin TV ye blazy YouTube no woni obeti yenka X ni ejinem Modern Ghana Benjamin Radio 91.9 website no so de buburuje ebu www.ezemi no ewo ho obenya bi etie na wonya bi akenka nwumrei ya so kase kwan so na efiada meme de yakoba jesi kakeku anwumrei mene mehima
mame ama eduwa ensemuno eni
Yedienie 91.9. Fatuo Denchramon Radio.
And so no, I want you muni. Sabe, Ochabre Wedra, one aquatibra nunti, free some nasi. Na young ho and some new one from one and day, Ukopiemo, our upper west region, a hodia. And the apostle for and I shall see a year a duma den Nina assembling. Nina is Ukopiemo, I was Sambi Hotel, a wa. Oh. Sambi hotel dia wajidi mpa be fishe be dunu ni okopie wa wajidi mpa yie na no pei ye ma me ba ko ono de ne de oye ne se opepa ho na wa prapra ho na odi wura no twa wo kohwe gu ho na no pe prapra ho no odi nkai first wine okwa ne che se ohuru sasa abuo bi da ayinimu that's be nimu na abuo be na de mo wai ma me nkomre ana go fa second wine ogofa second wine ba ya ohwe gu re gu ma twa okwohwe ya abofra kiti ni ekuno ani acheche no kama ya dinasha dasbin nim awonwasem di mo ansumo anokobo titire ni na mane penipa no kobo na mane no kobo na amane no ye ma me di ndi Fabiana Dairy no kobo na mane so da bia se wo de mentina sekura Dr. Paul frɛ apostle se momra na asem wo de onti bi da 15 years ni a sa wo to ne ba ye onti bi da sunu onti bi da na asem wo de che wo de hwemu gu ho e na apostle se asem wo so mu ade so mu yie e se hwemu ahyase sei na koye.
Now 8:30 that I got a call from my clinics that one of them that they found a polythene bag. When they opened, they saw a motionless baby, and that was a baby boy. So they called me, and then I said, okay, if that is the case, we need to report the issue at the police station. So I went to the police station, municipal, to lay the complaint. So that's why I'm here with the police and with the environmental officer to see by themselves, and then they take the necessary action. Once the baby is already dead, so it's not alive.
But this is the first time we are seeing something in our area. It's a bad image on the community. So we are going to take steps as to how we can prevent such an issue in future. But it will be difficult, but we'll see how to handle it. So as an assembly member, when I received it, so I just arrived. So the information I also had is that the management of the hotel have gone to the police station to inform them. And then that would have what I would have done. But once they have gone there,
and in some way, I am penny for big now, and now will come your own Sibi room and your pussy for, and what done in some way at my end.
I was here to a Cassiano so na enkwopiem for doa nada so eye kwantepon so ekokumase kwantepon so ewo kwawu aye south men's ni mu ewo poye mantemu akwanhie bi esi wona nam so manipa mienu de omoti yan mo se no nipa dodo na prepra me no ka se de mo ya sabi omoja ahwehwe na sa akwanhie si endro dana pana na omuchema cargo vehicle bi a no no ekwo na chese de kwahie mu ane eye long track bi ono no bottle waters kwa na gum na chese ne kwahie mu nam so a ma chese kai yi ekonya accident nipa mienu ne de amu omoti yan mo se do amaka no de yedo makoto ya sabia omoji ayarhwe na emra akwahye ni si no ne ne eye enkoko municipal fire commander divisional officer grade 2 ade say DO2 Samuel Mante ethwe nkomo de ebusa ne say we bibisa ne si na chese dum de adwumekuo no na entam so no maduru ho na omakwa akwoboa na so obi akaka ni mu a ni akwayi no omuwie so no ma yehwe mu abnam anwu ade pote nam so a akwahye yi ba ye na woka de se no oche se vehicle la chese no registration number me check cargo car no and registration number no WR 644-9 no and no mo se na chese wonya mechanical fault bi na sa mechanical fault ne ka mu bia nam so a wo de kwhwe long track yi mu a no so nam so nipa mienu ahwe mu nkwayo na wo chema sa nipa mienu de na ya sabe ye do mo ko no mo hwe mo kwade mum amum hona eno muti yan awonse do omo maka no mo prepare mo de ne so no entem so mo no mo ko family hospital a eno wo nkokọ ekwaje ahwe me no ka sei omo ho a omo ja ahwe wo wi na wo kire se na kwanhia no adoso o my gana mu adodo to makoto asra pa esa drivers for answer na obetu wo hye no ahwehwe won se fault bi ani hu empu no sa fault bi na odi sekwan so wo kwa kantam so ani overtake bi enwu hia ani no ma bi enwu hia mo ye no kwa so no so mu susu esa nsa nipa nkwa na ehye mu nsemu no
Mofa ejada nto so mame ejada ye nse ntwireni na obeba asem hu amanye de amaye ni nyina ne se kopie mu epuo manche mu a fanti akwa south abato mposu anu so enipa baako ya bonituo dima yawo ama CID ni onu no oye post ni onu no oye hunte adwuma no onu oni afoforo maako enan omo prepare mu odin pa anya sem kuma na ni nyina akopie mu ene se omni military officers bi ekonya attack bi a nipa no ho ye sentry ne jadan ejina so den jadan o temenka to asem so mame
kemu ye epromantem ha ye bia ba kwa for fanti akwa south district ni mu no na ye won restaurant bi for aduane pafie na omu nke mi shemu ye omu ono mu say nanti me ni aba say obeta aduane na omu serve all right ma mo didi na omu didi mu na so mu tete bi say omu say hane mining area nti omu nya ne ntia say shop ni pikas bi cost wo rochi nti omu su say ebe galam say na cost nti omu yes omu gbewura ho na manager say odo bi me sramu be kitchen ho na mo fa ne de staff say na ho kwan say omu fa ho na obi ho kwan say fa nti mu de say omu kwa min sim kwan mo betumi afachi akọ emnantie say da bi da omu mplen na ho na omu fa na omu fa ho ko e na nkodu ho na ga mbako otu a na nko na say ball na otu so and say omu ye clean up exercise no in 24 office but one omu say how a near big restaurant a ko fo didi wa ha no na ball na ewe che die omu ntu omu be close bar no nti ma mo yesende na ochombe siwo awon so ayo mo clean up exercise anu na mo gusu o mo ti o ma be nti amu ho no na aga na otu ba say who are you enti kwa na esia ku foto fa na no me catch me who are you and I say or sojeni na mo right ben na wo so be you the well who are you amana na and one no and bro that bro mo and manager nti no ba no say I didn't think I won go nkofo and mo na mo tamu ti no mo di atuo no to no manager na ni ase ama na ni ase e pa ya Amura ban inside ho and omunim duma ombedinti no omututu camera ho na omututu omunim gwana ombedinti omututu camera na hama enti ama video no kwenti nya medre na afa woman bi ko no ne baby omugin phone e de ball from a side phone no e na kwa ara sama minim ka se ba sa no omubu mi na omutu omka e na omkoye na me ba so na omko no aye manager no bo modern etuka akọ Osino police station e ho e ben pa akọ report na in charge no ho no etu nipa mienu siadi baako ani personnel baako say omko na omko invite omo and office so omo ni aye janipa foni na office so na omko du ho no ana ko fon say ye soldiers na mo mu right say mo ben invite say yambra aye mo camp on tiama enu na lady no mo kasa na omo di etu no to no ade ball lady ni see ade oba no mo de ball nfen afa be man so mo push ni ko pre bi kwa ana mo yesa mo nko na mo difference so ana mo coin na mo coin no e wo ma be 30 to 40 minutes later no ana mo sa ba biem ana mo say hey akwa na you the word who are you ana mo tam na mo kemu ana ko mo ni ko kwa bro mo bo na kama ana mo ni ko mo kam bo sa ko bo no wie na mo sa de ne bai enu mo na later mo sa ko ya mo sa ba na mba ni na police bo bebre na asa no be sinu na bia na pedi ba kwa nkasa wo ha asa mo si na esi wo ne nim enti ema omu ni di omu na na omu ko eye Osino police station na mo nya se ya eye ejane pa manager ne chese on tias ne se nipa o ma so to police na ma so to o man kasa mo nyom hwe am ti o yo mo duma no ba ho mo na ye dom ko ye nyom ye ya make arrest ye jom de o mo antias ye
ejadan na ma de bo ana wati no
Eri enkwapiem okumase na kumase meyo wo ye Owura Richard Ofori Ajimabuadi wo ba kumase mpatemo de ne wabon ho mode pa wo rei wo de dwuma sonko ma eye kumase man na nansentemu na chese enyantie ese ne ekopie wo kumase a eyade demolition bi ekoso wo a ne nyina eye mo a wo de bo kumase man na chese nkro no sama ekoso ne nyamona sama ekoso nkofo bi wo a no makwa akosisi structures bi no omo hye omudi di bone eno gusu adwidwiri a enye no so compose eye sa expressway aye ba be yi eno so kawo bi e ma chese ye Richard Ofori Ajimabuadi egusu eye dwuman na wani de okopie mu asafo e wokumase wasante mantemu a koko board bi wo ho chese na chi ho pe no omu chirema eye structures bi sisi ho a eno no nkofo bi hihye ma omu di samane wo ho pa eno na kawo bi a chese wodi mpanifo ni ma omu kopie mu ho a omu kodwudwi ni nyina egu ye emro mugusu di dwumai ena samtrofo ebo prin ya na yetwe ko no wo kire se sade we na ye nani so ade hunu pass wo be ye pesa se ko piem asafo wa anya agro ene wo twa mani na kwabra ne bedi wawu sa structures na wo na nkofo abobode akɔhye ho a omude di bɔne eno na ka wo bi omunu se se de akɔso kumase na hwe ye obi to bi ma ho metena ho eno nti ena kyese omo mode etu na moye ede beboa ama kro no sem nyamna sem ne kyese tutu sem akɔso wo honom ene nyina so atwa.
What is happening is they just as you've indicated, we notify them that we're coming to clear this place of criminal elements, and so it was important that everybody leaves this place. Today we have come to carry out the exercise of making sure that this place does not become a habitat for criminals and criminal activities. There are a lot of prostitutes who have come from other West African countries here. There are a lot of sale of illicit drugs here, and this is where most criminals meet to plan and strategize to embark on heinous crime within the metropolis. And so once we destroy the haven for them, at least it will be difficult for them to converge at this particular location for them to embark on criminal activity. This is the main domain of the central business district. And people cannot go about their duties here, especially in this area, without the fear of being attacked by robbers. So once we destroy and we are able to get them off this space, people then who are embarking on their normal duties and responsible activities can then navigate this area without any shred of fear. That is the intention, to clear the entire area. But it's a vast area, so if we are having minimum equipment, we'll work till 3 p.m. Wherever we get to, we'll end there and come again. The police is investigating that, and I'm sure if there are people who should be of concern to sanctions, the police will handle.
Opanyina yakoti ni kai kumasi mayo Owura Richard Ofori Ajimabuwe di dodo ni si afra ni King Zuba.
Anya yengo so anyina kumasi asantimantem wana ani asantima ye ne dia yewura asante nyina 2432 ababiu ana nei wakasa pa dwumadie bi ekoso jese ni yewura kasa ya ni nyina akoye ebra ye oha anya duonum mfirihia anya court baten wo mayimu anya ahase na jese ye twetwa homa kafafe mu ne kaka nwa na yewura kyerese ade ba ko ha o mayi aya asasesem anya manso bebre dance ase wu nyina no magana nya hoto we se asase we media meni we kun tokwa enti ne wa case su dua asase ne da santima demu no mo de mwe so kakewu aya asantiman dia asantiman dia nti wono wo behwe so enti wo ye busua anase bia wo ye obi na asantiman asase bi da ho wo se we media da bi wo hwe so kake
The issue of profound importance relate to land ownership within Asantewaa. Questions concerning the nature of allodial title, true lands, and customary interests continue to generate significant agitations, uncertainty, and sometimes litigation. And I had the occasion to comment when I was at KNUST, where those lands have been bequeathed to the university, demarcated by my predecessor, who then was a surveyor before he became the Asantehene. And that was a barter trade between us and Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah to establish that school for us. Some people have the irk and impudence from family heads or something to go and take it to court to ask for 1,000 and something acres of that school land. And with all due respect, my learned friends, some people also followed that. I believe that is wrong. First and foremost, it is imperative to state for emphasis that in Asantewaa, allodial ownership of land vests in the stools, who hold same interest for the golden stool. There are no family allodial lands in Asante. Therefore, families and individuals cannot hold leasehold, can only hold leasehold or usufructory interest in lands in Ashanti, but never allodial interest in or title. Thus, if a person, a group of persons or family claims usufructory interest in land in Ashanti, same should be traceable to a stool, and that person, group of persons or family should be able to show at least a distinctive customary function that they play or perform as a person, group of persons or family to the stool, for them to continue to exercise their usufructory right over the land, but not allodial interest or title. And thus the Ashanti Confederacy in 1938 decided that all lands in Ashanti are vested in the stools in trust for the golden stool. This is our customary law. It is guaranteed by the Constitution. And please refer to warranty notes and you can find it there.
Enti we no ani a wotie no ayewra asante hene otumfo asetutu ababiu.
Na wo sadwumadi kro na se ya ayade ayewra Chief Justice Paul Bafuboni ekopie mu awase na mbra wo kopie mu wase no na ono so de nsem bi etudwa na ne sema odi tudwa ne se ebeye de pass wo my Ghana mu aso bebe Supreme Court wo se yebedi na sem na obewie no anya atentrene na wo chiema wo mayi mu no ahokeka ne ani gye ne arehema timemfo no ewo ma Supreme Court no amache se ade agifo na tembuafo wo ne nyina mpo no omo so hunu se egudie kase pa omanya ne senti no so no omehwa se obi bia obeba ho no obenya atentere ne omehwa se nipa no se fata se yebutia ne yebebu atia no yebuma no so a yebebu ama no ononyamfo Bafuboni Already say, and I can.
This milestone, we do not gather merely to admire how far we have come. Milestones may matter because they remind us how far we still have to go. The greatest chapter of the Supreme Court must never be the one already written. It must always be the next one. That is why today's lecture is so important. Its subject goes beyond law. It is about the continuing conversation between two ancient and respected institutions that have shaped the conscience of our nation. One has spoken through stools, the other through benches. Both have answered the same human longing, that justice must be stronger than power, that authority must answer to principle, who believed fairness still has home among them. Nanano, as Chief Justice, I come today not only to celebrate the court's history, but to express deep respect for the enduring contribution of the institution of chieftains to the peace and stability of our republic. Many disputes that could have burdened our cause are resolved quietly in our community through wisdom, patience, and reconciliation. The law recognizes this rule, and our nation continues to benefit greatly from it. As we look to the next 150 years, I pray that these two great institutions will continue, each within its constitutional mandate, to strengthen one another in the common pursuit of justice. For justice has never belonged to judges alone. It belongs to the people. We only hold it in trust, and trust built over generations must be guarded with the greatest care. The greatest inheritance of the Supreme Court is not its buildings, nor its history, nor even its judgments. It is the confidence of the Ghanaian people, the quiet assurance that when they enter our courts, justice will not ask who they are before listening to what they have to say. May that confidence never fade away. May that trust never be betrayed. And may those who come after us find the tree still.
Chief Justice Paul Bafuboni.
And ye young Goswa, and ye tentine in some way, na Ukopia Moa, on my Meshabajum, is here in the what the bill by Quaba bill, no, your fellow tribunal bill. Na tribunal bill 2026 yabe. Sisieno, a man wonder ho, say we ye district court, and now we are regional court. Ya ba from one who says nsem bi wo wade bia no this year they call high court near they call Supreme Court is here the many bi e dey atom say here we district court and now say we regional court nsem bi to say bia fraud so obi ekobu obi na afi no ye omuje omotwe disasem no ade afa gadam say illegal mining obetwe disasem no ade bia afa tax and then custom offenses ni na no wa can it clear say obetu yedi o ka say asem we ebra mo yes o mo kopa say bill no and ye donkuma wo na shebe dwom sore say kekereke wo nko bio kekereke wo nko bio ni nyina echi abeto dwa say zie ni nyina mu da ho e ma tribunal bill no 2026 sisie no eye dwuma.
Motion is 29.
Mr. Speaker,
Attorney General Minister for Justice.
The Tribunals Bill 2026 be now read the third time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
All members motion move and seconder.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to second the motion.
All members motion move and seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. I'll put a question. As many as are in favor of the motion number 29 at page 20 of today's order paper say aye. Those against say no. All members, the motion is accordingly adopted.
An act to provide for the establishment, jurisdiction, composition, and operation of tribunals in accordance with the Constitution, establish the Tribunal Oversight Committee, and for related matters.
Honourable members, the Tribunal Bill 2026 is now duly read for the third time and passed. Now the consequential.
Enti ensam we ko so mayimra shebedwum ana wonye bi etie enanyumre no.
Yes, Uncle Primo Kumasi Santimantem na Greco adwumekuo ne yisi dwumekuo no. Eno omuchiremo amode eyeboso miensa besiwa. Eno no meyensiesie okumasi awoma so transmission line no. Na siesie obehyasie free eye adwo da mechire kuta wosabusu emu ne da toso aduonum. No omuchiremo esansa nti no anya na de se enkania no ebebo nani kakra a cheso butumi nya nkania ndemusa. Na emra asam de basa no na eye wasofo hwe ya hone de so sam wo maiga na mu no ewo hobi wonimnyamfo John Abdullahi Jinapo na woni sam twomo twe komosa saade we hu hia pa sa so mo yansa na transformer na answer transmission age ne ho kura eno ti da ka obi apelifo aye butesa hobo a omrikoye sense se na be tibemfo no so no ebenya kane hu oten no motumi de di omodwuma ewo mpatemu ho.
We've been going back and forth how to go around this project. Kumasi, like you said, is heavily built. Unfortunately, over the years, there's been a lot of encroachment on Great Coast right-of-way. The normal situation is that the shoulders of transmission lines, there ought not to be any construction. But unfortunately, there's been construction over the years. And like you said, these lines are more than 30 years. And with demand increasing and also the installation of new generation units in Kumasi, we need to find a better way of evacuating the power. Initially, the work was supposed to take about 6 months. I directed that we compress and do a shift, different and multiple gangs, so that we can accelerate the pace of work. Based on all the effort we've put in place, we've been able to halve the duration from 6 months to about 3 months. And like you said, it means that we have to take down this old line and put the new line exactly on that path. Other than that, we may have to break houses, we may have to demolish houses in order to put a new line, and the inconvenience and the cost will be unbearable. And so given the opportunity cost and given the situation that we find ourselves, we've come to a conclusion that we need to bring down this old line and erect a new line. We cannot postpone that forever. ECG did some major works recently, and so the people of Kumasi, you would see that your electricity situation has improved significantly. If we don't do these improvements, it means that if we don't do it, we could risk collapsing the entire grid. And so bear with us. We're going to have a systematic plan, work. If it involves that we have to take some place off temporarily, they will do that. But we would inform you ahead of time. Also, our objective is to ensure that we do not disrupt business activity for a long time. And so please bear with us as we go through this very necessary phase for the next 3 months, so that we can have sustainable supply of power. To upgrade from 300 to about 1,000 means that you are doing about 3 times that capacity. And that means that this line can take us for a very long period of time. And so I want to assure the people of Kumasi that we are paying a lot of attention to the electricity situation here.
Openye kwatini kai wasofo hwe ya hone dia sam so maimu onimnyamfo Abdullahi Jinapo John nesa upgrade ana mba be yomo ma dia pedemu nesa atumi akoye na eno wachi no openye kwachire for da Greek odwumekuo na nom wowura Frank ochire ono so ne yedetwe nkomo na woche se ne no nko ano mo be ye o enye chese ahoma so Kumasi dia no nko na mum ahodu substation so dia no so saa emro mo de bosumi miensa so mo ya saa ne o ma na mo upgrade transmission line no sa ena nso makoye no ahojo substation se nyina yade ebetumi aboa ma chese nkania no ejina so ye.
Kumasi, we name our substation, the substation at Ahojo, we call it Kumasi. This one we call it Angomaso substation. And so this line is one of the old lines. The capacity is 364 megawatt, and it has served well for many years. In fact, when I was employed, I've been working for 30 years now. This line was in service. But
more than 30 years.
It's more than 30 years. But due to growth in the economy, demand in Kumasi has grown to the point that we need to increase the capacity. And so this project is to change the line and increase the capacity to 1,000 megawatt. That's more than 2.5 times the old capacity. And so a lot of the works have been done. The tower footings, out of 60, we've completed 56 towers. They are still working on the 4. And then a number of behind us, you can see that the tower here has been assembled on the ground. Now, because of the right of way, the corridor where this line runs is heavily built up. And so you don't have room adjacent to the old line to construct the new line. That would have been preferred. But because it's fully built up, we have to build the line in the right of way of the old line. That means that you need to switch off the old line, take it off, and quickly run up the new line with the new capacity. And so that's what the contractors have. They've done everything that they can do without an outage, but we've come to the point where you need to strip off the old line and then put the new towers. And so God willing, by Monday, we hope to switch off the line and then do this work as quickly as possible. The contractor, we've worked with him, and he's going to mobilize a number of teams so that they will expedite the work that they are doing. And hopefully, they have promised us that it will not take more than 3 months to finish. However, because it's going through a heavily built area, there are a number of places where there are ECG lines that are serving the communities which crisscross the path of the line.
Wani po ya kwati ni kai eye penyu kranche forward da Greek odwumekuo no ano yes Owura Frank Ochire
Shawnyansa do no abono nsia apa wosema no mienu yeguso yewo aduakunu baako akiri po ba enkuno kasafidie su de nchama kasafidie waso guso awutie woni guso awhwe wo Facebook, TikTok ene YouTube no so nyina so for dem adawrumenti esem no baako ade videos ne pictures ne by Bray na yemfiri woni yanko masuem kakra masuem ensem nie na kane obi a na opania na ohwe masuem so masuem no ye chief kase baako former education minister no asoma de hia wo bosomtwe aya doctor osei yawo adutum ana ekasei na ochiremu a enkom ochiremu a apo na apo ya baako mienu ba da mpo ho enkwale ko transfer obetu apo sam efiri nkwalem ekompanim anye yetu apo to the sense nyamesem a CRS na asofo nkuma tu apo gidigidi tu nyame ho apo hadwen pa enti no se omayi atena ya wo hwe nso hweso wo mpagya wo ne so na wa hwe kwa be fa so obesi apa no awo ye nso hwe mu a ahwe ni ye ya na omo ma bedi omayi so ebe kakra bia ebe ye nimi ahwe be ye hu basa esense enoma a wosenka ono afem otena se tena ne to susua de no wonu sampa mesua de ema ade na mesua na wura mu enti no makotwe won so he matweretwa ye nya nsa obehwe no so obi tie de ya na afie de awi coordinate nkalo ne de kofrafra ade amomo eba ne sa ha adwen pa na obi nsi turo matoa ka ko yedin kokonu wa ye yedin kofuo num doctor ne nsem yi
Faculty of Education Studies, you know, their unique position at the Crown and Commonwealth University of Science and Technology obviously makes them one faculty of education that can lead STEM education. So if you look at all the new courses they've introduced, manufacturing engineering BEd, talking about computer science BEd, all the things that they are doing here is so.
We know a doctor, Yao Edutum. Mesam wonye bi etie no
yefri wumasua samso ne enko yapomuden sem na wosofo a wo hwe yapomuden sem so o maiga mu eye wo nemnyafo kwabena minta kando ukopiem odwabo so mpeso so no nso na giremu ma de chia omo mpatem ho na dwumade bi koso e wo voter regional no and no citizen engagement course voter region Ghana man penny to Dramani Mahama Kurano would be Nanuna was so for Inyach Akunya workers and watch the same and can be here pass a men's would do it as a voter region no Obia Benya chip compound me nupi Fibia said a bit to me abua Emma from this some etumia tre was some patem womb now we in a watcher say a byway a banya Nani Edina a pom din some sopa ne sentino sa free primary health care program here ya dia bayi mecha abayi dia bayi ya dia che so mba be chance na we che 150 districts no obi atumi ensa kanadie wasiri nyina eka che se voter region ho ya pomdi ompeso mo cheche no ho na wo chima ya dia so ho behia pa so menya container based ship combat che se container bi na so mo di ndro ni wo ka wo na nurse fo ni bi wo ho wo ho dodo kakra be betumi akọ ni nyina no wasititil sa chip combat na container yi omo be ko mia bi ti say ye dwam ene che se lorry station enye so obi twawe ya na afina ye di mekania de ni kwa kopiem ewa ya sabia anya na ni pa meduro no ati ya no wonse do na so sa lorry station woni che se dwa no ammo kanu se woni se sa chip compound kukuru bi wo ho a eno betumi abopa na nipa na so chiri na anu afa ho no akwakwode ayehwe wo se eno so ya de a abale ni so de huru kase wo so peso ye wo voter rate wo ho no.
His Excellency the President has directed every district to build at least 2 chips compounds every year. And now we have over 400 chips compounds established and built across the length and breadth of this country. So it's applicable at the chips compound, it's applicable at health centers, and it's applicable at the polyclinics. We are starting the first phase, we are starting with 150 districts out of the 261 districts, of which 9 districts in the Volta region is part of the free primary health care. We have also introduced what we call container-based chips compound or container-based health centers, which is strategically placed at the lorry stations and the markets. And as I speak to you now, we have completed about 5 of them in the Volta region and will be doing more. And as I speak to you now, His Excellency the President has directed every district.
Le kwakwamu no eno ni mnyafo ide tuwa so se wo maiga na mu no obi ekọ eye se ayasabia ekwaje ayahwe a chese no free primary health care no bi na chese okwakwage ho ayahwe wose wono no hia national health insurance bia enya afi na wo insurance card kwakwaje se me Ghana ni wose wo ye Ghana ni nko ade a eye free ma
of these interventions is a replacement of the other, complementing each other. Any country, and in fact all countries, are yearning to arrive at a destination we call universal health coverage. And what is the universal health coverage? It means that irrespective of your status in society, irrespective of your geographical location, you must have access to quality health care. And data has it that all countries who have succeeded in arriving at the universal health coverage have made deliberate effort to invest in primary health care. And so today, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is investing in the primary health care. Number one, we know that we have the national health insurance. We took the national health insurance from a coverage of 57%. Now, we are, within a matter of 1 year, we are at 66%. Even with that, what it means is that we have more than 11 to 12 million Ghanaians who are not covered by the national health insurance. And so His Excellency said, we have to introduce the free primary health care such that it will be applicable to all the 33 million Ghanaians. So for the free primary health care, you don't need to pay any money, you don't need to show the national health insurance.
Na okasa wie yenpe ana oswafo a ono no ohwe yakwanti mponso governs Kwame Agboja adetwaso say yewura John Dramani Mahama Jubilee as brigadier asema wakabia no obediso sa Eastern Corridor ho project ne de edanakoma so pa na sa dwumedie no ni nyina no ya kwantimpon a eda Eastern Corridor ho obe ni nyina kama na owie no chim se bebo ma adwadie ene apomuden ene won ye obaba hwe tourism inter-regional connectivity before the buy no kama pa governance kasa.
We have made progress with your flagship in the past. Almost every government from President Mills, anytime they are in the region or Volta region stakeholders speak, one thing comes very clear: our road network. Indeed, one of the easiest one they use is the Eastern Corridor. Your Excellency, the Eastern Corridor road project are on course and will be completed. All of the sections will be completed on schedule. Your Excellency, when we were in opposition, the previous government tried to do some interventions across the country. The Volta region's expectation was these two roads specifically, Eastern Corridor and Ho to Aflao. Unfortunately, we missed that during the budget, and our friend, the former Minister for Finance, wrote a letter to the minority then telling us that the Ho to Aflao road was going to be part of NDP's priority road project in the region. Your Excellency, not even a contractor was selected until they left power in January 2025. During the campaign, you made a solemn commitment that when elected, that will be your #1 priority road in the region. Your Excellency, you will be able to commission the full section from Ho to Aflao before the 2 years is completed.
As a measure, now meanwhile, a governance Ekasabu, actually say, I promise on my honor, or the Muslim me and Saketria, and the Ashed you made a Yakan a Yak or Kanwasam, or the Ashim. You made the Nano, a Ghana Medical Trust Fund, Muslim and Saketria, Ordinansa, at the Atunco Koso, I promise it. Na Brana or Shabono, I saw them one Quebecers or Cantem. Na Brana or Shabo. Say, oh, Nabusme me Saketria, or the call Ghana Medical Trust Fund.
And everything. But something I see in you that you are very passionate about is to see the Ghanaian healthy and happy. It is for no reason that you are chosen a very hard-working colleague, Honorable Akando, to lead that your vision. And he's doing a fantastic job under your direction. Your Excellency, you spend the largest capital expenditure of your government since you took over is spent on roads. The largest capital expenditure of government is on roads. So contractors receive the largest portion of your capital expenditure. Your Excellency, your flagship healthcare program, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, it is something that we should all take seriously. Your Excellency, contractors, people working at the Ministry of Road and Highways, and our staff actually seek healthcare. Your Excellency, yesterday I heard the people appealing to you, and you directed that we will be able to build a new cardio center in Volta region. Your Excellency, I am your current road minister. I know the volume of money we pass on to the contractors for their work, and many of them do beyond just building the road. They do corporate social responsibility, schools, clinics, water, and other things. But Your Excellency, to really augment this, Your Excellency, I'm going to make a general and a very passionate appeal to all our contractors. I wish, for the sake of me and President Mahama and the Health Minister, the cardio center that you promised the people of Volta region, I wish that my contractors would step forward and say, we will contribute and build this on our own. Mr. President, it's just $15 million. Members of Parliament and Ministers of State have committed our salary to that. Today, Mr. President, I'll commit 3 months more of my total salary to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund.
Assembly Tiawa, governments Agbeja, and some Mammy, Yankwe.
Ghana man Penny John Dramani Muhammad and the research store now could PM Ewo. Now a coin or whole sports stadium. Wako no see yes sports stadium dia semo. O my Ghana be pebet me abomadia. Abma Afcon abaha say. Neba say stadium and shed and shekuna santueno. Wo be bopan wo de sika pa so ba be shema. Sa ho sports stadium no ye ba be ne some modern facility ankasa. Wo se ye ne say nye bon kwa ne ekwa kobo no ho. Na dia kobo bon na say why da bi sa ntiweno. Sa stadium mo shop be kom restaurant be kom chese. E ho be de pant wo bobo no na wo kodidi wo so wo ho.
It has a very strategic central location in the municipality, which is an advantage, and it has sufficient land around it to build a very modern stadium here. And so we will allocate the funds, we'll do the designs. The designs will be brought back here, public interaction on the designs will be done, and after that we'll cut the sort for the work to commence. We want it to be a multi-use facility, not only for soccer, but it must have other entertainment complexes. The problem we have with most stadia is when we're not playing soccer, we're not doing anything with the stadium. And so this stadium would have shops, it will have entertainment, it will have restaurants and different facilities. So that even if we're not playing soccer, in the spirit of the 24-hour economy initiative, people will still come and use the stadium. It will have a modern grass pitch with a computer irrigation system for watering the grass, and it would have different categories of stands. We want, over the next few years, to have at least 5 stadia in this country that can host CAF competitions properly.
Ghana man Penny John Dramani Mahama and our Casaino.
As some phones, asumye phones ebra beto phones ni nyina bi wo Samsung, Tecno, Itel, tablet, emankwala, laptop, iPhone from iPhone 6 akoka 17 Pro Max. Chema no shaking say de bra. Accessories no de ebusu wo ho, say charger, ana say bia, earpiece na ope Bluetooth speakers ni nyina bi wo ho, TV, ye to ni nyina bi wo ho. Ope so tua na kakra iska no so a wabaji phone na akonya wo ho. Na yesa repair phone, flash phones wo ho. Dunko ade baby e be repair phone na ma flash phone na ma no asumdwe phones na eba da saa na so ye ne mienu ma menkyere we ba ko odwa kesi kese pa no odwa kesi ye ne aba ya na ebo ho ye ni soro ho mesre wo ase wo na abo si atwa asumdwe phones and accessories ho ba ko so I am free station wo old I am free station wo baby e na si new stores no abonsa kese na wo ne di hwe ni mu ye ni soro ene ye ni fom ho ye mu ye wo mfimfini de no obo si ya twero asumdwe phones and accessories ho to say flashing machines ni wo ho enti wo be free Francis 0243 5081 89 and 0546220593 na Francis entumi also and as a data no shaking number no 0546220593 some text Oxford Senior High School school aba you see any there results no there enu any JHS results na abawie na ba sa na okwaya selection na ebia na wo choose school no hu ne wo kọ some text Oxford Senior High School kanena na unim say a private school that's a private school na mum no aban hihya de bae say ne free SHS na nko private school no ye wo mo ana unim an ye de bia bem ye home economics, agri science, business, general arts ani ne akanin na ye bi wo ya so ye wo day ye wo boarding nti wo ya wo fo na wo select school ama oba man for woni hwe be bia choose your first some tech Oxford Senior High School mo JHS any primary momra na obia wo form 1 and form 2 form 3 mo body na bra oba ni de onya ba ya won sabe ka chekere for na bene ye pa Master na jinchi mu so chen media 0243 114374 and 0540 366707 na master name penifo no entumi enjo so bia ne de obedi bia Richland jollof, fried rice, plain rice, nen tomato stew, fufu, any abenkwan ni kontela pre one na sipo ni nano. Obenya bi so bolo any ni anu me anu mema ni nano. Local drinks otumbi wo ho obebi ama. Oye order na pastries na special meat pie, roast bread, pizza nen ekeka ni nano. Obetumi aye bi ama. Oye wedding engagement, funeral bia ana puntu bia si bia no. Ode order na be ya nationwide service ni ye percent yase ye wodunko ano fi percent yase free 0541 192060 and 0542 195509 na intumi modian papa endi samens agayedro no eyema bema yema oba entini bomodian na kwaji edro ni bi se usisi ya oya bema untumi nya omema sem ewo mpem oba no chese bibia nkoyi ewo mpem dia agayedro no yema oba yema bema oba mfichiri ko no awe ebeko mo flu kama pa obesore gina na so se pampe pebito frey 0244718557 and 0241604702 na yentumi emwa opedi ato yempotem ha Esteria makes a herbal shop to be Natania Boashi chemist etombi Dr. Pasho herba ono so dia so mrum and as dia so ye ni JCT no na bon ho a ye di ye dwuma vego dia ye vego electrical appliances ni ye tombi we aso ye and your bulbs are wood metal box one way gang ne cables ne all gang ne earth road I didn't see one money nano yet to be our electrician oko ye obi dan na ko wire obi dan a me fo ni hwe bibia and the wire snap anen ye enti unim na koto wire nya akohye obi fie ko I am free you old I am free package him na few steps obedu mines gate wo I am free jam my road na so obehu ye 0545501710 and 0557 235569 makoma komna dodo muso etumi mba yenyina so na fi yenko amamreka sie so na yenko ja amamreka sie wia ne akogie ni ahene agekum tabuno ahene madwe
ye jabra
na bibia ebokode ye
yankopon daro ma me ho ye
ye ka sebe ya ka ye huso ano na sasam na efri na ba
me da say ye kan sebia yenya sa kasafua no ye twe nti ke ye broadcast me ka say it was derived from sebie pa je unim sebie ye janan so hu sebie ye janan nti sa ajanan sebie ni mu ni yi kasa sebe ni free ye nti ansan no bi be ka sebe no no opese wo kire wo say ade bie ni ho a airtime wo wiase chen sebie mboa ade bie ni ho a airtime wo wiase chen sebie janan so won say maka sebe aha na yese o ka sebe na opese wo kire wo say kasa etoa so no ense se nka wote na enso so enam sebe bi nti e wo so wo ka kire wo nti no ode eno na prapra kwan mu wo hunu se kasa e ba na kasa pa na enso oni bibia se sa na wo so wo ka kire wo mpacho wate ase aha nti ma ho so ko hwe nchen asa ba na ho nti ase
o Matias na kamichi abrecha kamichi ano
kauchi nti on se amati hui oye oba na ni afi na wakoye ade bi ade a wakoye ye no wo hwe ni din ni babe na tifia du ne se nkokoye
okay
tu hwe ni din a asema wo pesa wo ka kire no na wo se ama sebe mpre asa baby otifia du ri and say nka wo yes ade wi so hu wo pesa wo che ne se ni wakoye na ama mpacho fa chem you wagimi na adwen anya adwuma wa anwene yi ohunu aha entini yi sa kasa no free sebiem nti sebe ne ye sebie aye janan nti nya asem bia na wo kan wo se wo ka sebe so obi won mabo se asem bia na wo ka kra sebe asem bia na we se sebe asem bi wo anya asem bia mu hu bia na se mi hu ni se nya de bia wo se wo to sebe wo so wa ka sebe ya tenten huro bi nya asem bia ye no wa ka sebe mpacho de bi sebe no ye sebe eni mu ni yi sa ka safuwa ni free ye nti ansa na ye be ka sebe ni sa asem e die nya asem so hu ebia babia wati fia do se me babia koju tabo no duru na makofa akoda mbo nse bi opportunity na tabo no upa de nchama radio wi adwuma wagidin kakra kai ti ma bebre be pe wunyina wanyi obi akoda yi na ukofa no we de 77 president what didn't say mu upa se o ka kire me se magimi kwase ale na madini na so